Welcome to Beginner Cutout Animation using Google Drawings and EasyGIF. In this assignment, we'll be using still images to make animation. This cutout style allows you to move in certain ways. You can use scaling, which is making the image bigger or smaller. You can rotate, which is like spinning. You can slide the image any which direction that you want to, and you can also add text. The really nice thing about using cutout animation is you can grab images from anywhere, including popular culture, historical photos, or photos you take yourself, or your own artwork if you feel like it. What do you have to do? You need two images. One is going to be a background, one is going to be a moving element, and you need at least 10 frames. Of course, you can always have more frames, you could have more images. The sky's the limit on this one, but that's the minimum. So first we need to grab some photos. Heading over to an image search, I looked up PNG no background. This means that the image is already cut out for you, so you don't have to do the work of taking it into Photoshop or another application like that. Clicking on things, you can see that it has a checkerboard background. This strawberry looks good, so I'm just gonna drag it and drop it on my desktop. Now I need a background. The background can be, again, whatever you'd like. I'm thinking about space or mountain. So let's look up space and see if we can find a good photo that the strawberry can interact with. Looking at this one, I like the look right off the bat, and then clicking on it, I can see that the size is big enough. It's in the high hundreds or thousands. It's usually going to be a high quality photo, and I'm going to drag it and drop it to my desktop so I can use it in Google Drawings. You're going to find Google Drawings if you go to your Drive and click on New, and instead of choosing one of those usual apps that you see close to the top, you're going to hit More and then click on Google Drawings. This creates a space for you with an empty checkerboard pattern, so you know there's nothing there. And I'm just going to drag and drop my image and pop it in the middle. It sizes to the page, and oftentimes we want to make the page a little bit bigger so it's clear. If you click on the right corner, you can actually drag the page the size that you want. And I always encourage people to make the photo bigger and then resize the page to fit afterwards. So I'm just going to put it in the top left corner. I'm going to drag it to the bottom, and then now I can click on here and change the page size to match the image. That means that anything inside the image is going to be viewable when I save it, and anything outside will not be. The next thing we'll do is drop in the strawberry. So now we have both of our photos that we need. One is cut out and sits on top and looks like it belongs in the space, and one is the background. We're going to click on the strawberry. We're able to resize it and move it around. I'm going to slide it to the edge. So this right here, so the left side would be out of the picture and the right side would be in the picture. So remember that the photo is the page and everything outside of that is gone when you actually save a picture. So now we're going to use this as kind of a puppet. We can rotate the strawberry, we can make it bigger, smaller, scale it like we looked at before. To start off with, I want to take one picture with nothing in the background because that's what's going to start and end our animation. So we're going to take this first frame by going to File, Download, and then grabbing a JPEG. So that's going to save the image that's being shown right now. Now my second frame is going to have the strawberry just cutting into the frame. And again, I'm going to go to File and Download and hit JPEG. This is how this is going to go. You're just going to move it a little bit and you're going to take a frame. So it's like, you can think of this as like taking pictures. If you're doing claymation, you'd be moving your little figurine, but we get to do it digitally here. I'm going to speed this up because it takes about 2 minutes and I can condense this down. But at the end here, you can see that I've been rotating and shrinking and sliding this strawberry as it goes through space. And you're going to see what that looks like now when we put it together. And where we put it together is EasyGIF.com, clicking on the GIF Maker specifically. The GIF Maker allows us to drag and drop our photos into this box, and then it will compile them and we can make them in animation. Don't click on the choose files, just drag and drop all of them at once. Otherwise it doesn't work very well. The upload, depending on how big your photos, will take anywhere from 20 seconds to 2 minutes. And here I have a minimal amount and the picture's not too big, so it went quite quickly. Now you can see that all the pictures are in chronological order. My strawberry's going from left to right and getting smaller, so that's great. Like I said before, I'm going to copy this blank one so that I have two blank backgrounds to begin with, and then I'm going to drag one more to the back end so that I have a little bit of space at the front and just a tiny bit at the back so that the viewer can get their eyes ready. They can see the background before the strawberry hits it. Now we have more than 13 images, so I'm just going to bump it up to 21. And the delay time is 1/20th of a second, which I think should be okay. Well, we'll see. We can always adjust it again. We're going to click on Make GIF. We're going to see the little cat dance. And it's putting the pictures together so that they're shown sequentially with 1/20th of a second to go in between. And at the beginning, it goes very slow because it's still processing. The first time the strawberry crosses the screen here, it's going to be extra slow. And then you'll see the next time it goes by, it'll run at its normal time. It just takes a while. There we go. So now it's fully processed. We can see it kind of zooming by. It starts closer to us and looks like it gets further away because it's going smaller. And I'm thinking, what if we did 1/10 of a second instead of 20? If I adjust it here, it adjusts every single frame instead of just individual ones. And so let's see what that looks like. It's going to take a moment again to finish up, and then let's see how this goes. So there we go. Now it's very smooth. It's at 1/10 of a second per frame, and it's going faster, but when it goes faster, it does look smoother. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Now, the next thing we want to look at is file size. If the file is too big, like 7 megabytes, that's not too bad, but it's hard to share with friends, and it's hard to upload sometimes. It takes extra time. So I'm going to click on Resize. And then down here, we can make it a percentage of the size. So we're going to make this maybe 70% of the full image. If I type in 70 there and hit resize, it does it right away. It doesn't take too much time because it is smaller. And then look at that. Now the file size is 3 megabytes, 3.9. That's pretty good. However, it can still get better. So instead of making it really, really small, I already resized it to a good size. Let's go to optimize. Optimizing is about compression, so it will make it a little bit more grainy, but with this image, it's quite clear, so I don't think it'll change very much. So it starts off at 15, and so I'm going to try 15 and see what that compression level looks like. And I'm happy with the results. That looks good. It's hard to tell the difference, and now it's 1.47 megabytes, which is very easy to share and to upload. So this is looking good. I'm going to scroll over to save, and when you click save, it heads to your download folder, wherever that may be, and it's always a good idea to check. You can drag and drop this into your browser if you want and just make sure everything's working properly, and if that's good, you can submit this straight to D2L.